everyone, it's Max and welcome to a new week's reading vlog. It is actually Sunday when I am filming this intro clip because I have finished 2 books this past week and I just don't have time to finish another one today. So I thought I would just get started on this week's vlog. So this week is actually gonna be longer than a week. I like to finish vlogs on the last day of the month and start a new vlog at the beginning of the month. And so this month does go into Tuesday. And that is really nice because I have some plans. I have a lot of romance that I want to read this week. Very excited. I have 3 physical books and 2 ebooks, one of which is an ARC and one of which I just got on super deep discount, and I'm so excited about it because I was really wanting to read it. So the first book I'm going to pick up is for a TBR game challenge that I just can't remember what the challenge was. I'll put it here as a title card, so I'm sure you'll see it. But that is Bridgerton, the Duke and I by Julia Quinn. This is the first book in the Bridgerton series. This was what season 1 was based on. This follows Daphne, who is the 4th child of a very rich family called the Bridgertons. And she was claimed as the belle of the coming out season, but she's quickly losing that popularity. And then our other main character, Simon, he's a new duke and every woman wants their daughter to be with him. So they strike up a fake courtship and I can't remember if they actually get to a betrothal in their fake relationship, where it makes her seem more enticing to guys and it keeps women and their single daughters off his back. Kind of goes from a little bit of animosity to love. I am nervous because there is something that I really didn't like in the TV show, and I think I should bring it up, and that's the fact that there is non-consensual things that happen where Daphne is bad. Which it never should happen, don't get me wrong, if it was the guy doing it, it wouldn't have been good, and if it was the girl doing it, it wouldn't have been good, and it was the girl doing it. Simon doesn't want kids, and she forces him to finish in her, shall we say. You know, YouTube might censor me, we'll see. But that's really iffy, and I got a comment on my TBR being it's actually worse in the book, which really sucks. But the series, each book follows a different Bridgerton, so just get through this one and we'll be okay. The next book I want to get to, I'm really excited about, and that is One Last Stop by Casey Mcquisten. I loved Red, White, and Royal Blue. My best friend just finished this and said she liked it more, which I know is a hot take. I know it's not as beloved as Red, White, and Royal Blue, but I'm really hoping to enjoy this. And this follows a girl in current day New York, I believe, and she meets a girl on a subway and really starts to like her, but she learns that this girl has been stuck on the subway since the 70s. 60s or 70s. So for a long time she just can't get off. And so there's a little bit of a sci-fi twist. I'm really excited about this. I love that it's female. I loved Red, White, and Royal Blue, so I'm really hoping to enjoy this one. And then the final physical book on my TBR is Neon Gods by Katie Robert. Katie Robert is one of my absolute favorite romance authors. She wrote the Wicked Villain series, which is a Disney princess retellings where they get with the villain. I really enjoyed most of them. And so now I'm breaking into her next series, which is a Hades and Persephone retelling, where Persephone's mom betroths her to Zeus and she runs to Hades for sanctuary, and I believe they fall in love. I'm so excited for this. I'm just I love this cover, honestly. I love these colors, big time. I'm a big fan of the colors, and I'm just so excited. The sequel, Electric Something, is coming out somewhat soon, and it's an Eros and Psyche retelling, so I'm really hoping to love this. What I am confused about is I think it takes place all in the same world, which is Earth, but the Wicked Villain series takes place in a fictional city called Carver City, and this I believe takes place in Olympus, but Hades in the Wicked Villain series ran away from Olympus. So how is Persephone with Hades? I'm wondering if it's become a title. I think Zeus is a title. I don't think that's his real name, so that might be it. But I'm pumped. I think I'm going to love this. I hope I do. I just definitely hope I do. It's a bit longer than I thought it was, but I am hoping to finish it in one day. So the second book is Electric Idol. So this is 367 pages. So what I am giving myself is I'm hoping for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm going to pick up an arc that I have of the sequel to Where Dreams Descend, which it's like When Night Breaks, I think, which is about this girl who lived in like a circus, and she was dating like the head guy, but she kind of like ran away because she realized he was super abusive, and she found this flyer for a competition to be part of this really famous circus. And so she enters the competition. I think she's the only woman, if I remember correctly. There was something about her that made her different than everyone else, and I think it's because she was a woman. Or it's the type of magic that she could do. Can't remember. But she falls in love with one of the guys who's trying to put on this competition, and then at the end of the first book, something happens, and so she is back with the guy who was abusive. So we shall see. Not like she decided to go back to him, like he took her. So we will see. This is the finale. It is a duology, so I am really excited to pick it up. It's not only romance, but it was definitely, the first one was definitely romance centric, so I feel pretty comfortable saying that. And so then I would just hopefully read that on Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday I'm trying to devote to Take Me Home Tonight, Take Me Out Tonight by Morgan Matson, which is about these two girls who, like, I think it's like their last summer or week before college or something, and they go into the city, New York City, and like shenanigans happens. I can't really remember. I don't know if it's female or if they just like both find love, or maybe love isn't part of it at all and it's just all about like friendship, which would be fine, but I'm kind of hoping it's female. We'll see. And I'm hoping to give myself 2 days for that. So 5 books. Romance, I feel like that's the only time where I can comfortably say I think 5 books in, let's see, 9 days is doable. Especially 10 days if I get through some of Bridgerton today. Then I think that romance is the only genre that I feel comfortable saying I could do that, or graphic novel, I guess. But yeah, so I am most nervous about this one. I'm a little scared about it because I don't know. One, it's long. It's not short, and it's just like, oh, well, it's only 438 pages. But it's still, oh, and it even has like the second epilogue. I can't remember. Anyways, it's 38 pages with the second epilogue, which I mean, I'll read it because it's part of the book, but I don't know if that like was published later, and that because this is like a newer like published version, then maybe it was just added. But anyways, doesn't matter. But I'm just hoping that I enjoy this. I'm just definitely most nervous about it because the others I've read from the authors before, all of them, and I know I enjoy the authors, and I think the plots interest me more. But I do like some Regency smut. So she has written so many books. This is a nice little guide though, because there's the Bridgerton prequels, and then what did I read? It was like Because of Miss Bridgerton or something. I like listened to the audiobook of that like 2 years ago and didn't realize like what Bridgerton was, and it was about like a cousin or something. Oh, that's the Bridgerton prequel series. Interesting. But anyways, so I am going to go. I don't have any plans for audiobooks. I think I'm just gonna, because I want to save the credit that I'm getting on Audible on the 24th for September, because I am participating in both the month-long Becca's Bookoplathon as well as G from Book Roast's magical readathon, which is no longer based on the owls and the newts. She made this whole world, and I'm so interested and I'm so excited because she is still planning on the April-August timeline. Is just for this year. We're just doing September, and I'm really interested. It's a map. Hi guys, it is very dark. It is almost midnight on Sunday night, and I am 239 pages into The Duke and I, and I'm actually really liking it. I'm really surprised that I'm enjoying it so much. but I'm over halfway through now and I'm so into it. I mean, I just sat down and flew through those pages, like didn't stop, just read right through. And I'm so excited to see what happens next. Anthony is so much more likable in this because like it really comes off that he's really honestly trying to protect his sister. And I think he's just a much better brother in this. And he's not like leading that girl on and everything in the show. There's also not the plot lines of like that royal or whatever, like being like the, I don't know, Holland royal or whatever being there. Like that's not part of it, and it's not as catty. I do wish we got more of the other Bridgerton siblings because we barely have like anything of like Eloise, and she's one of the main characters in the show, and I really like Eloise. And then Benedict, I think that was his name. I'm okay with not having a storyline because it really felt like queer baiting in the show. And then Colin doesn't have much of a storyline either. But I do wish that we had got more of them because I really liked them in the show. But overall, I'm actually really liking it. I know what's gonna happen. I am prepared, sort of. But the first half was good. Insta-love, yes. But like, it's a Regency romance. Of course there's gonna be insta-love, and it's like a standalone. So like, yes, of course there's going to be insta-love. I get it. But overall, really, really enjoying this actually, and I'm really excited to continue. Hopefully, maybe finish it tomorrow. Because I only have 200 pages left, and if I just give myself 2 hours, I'll easily be able to just sit down and read it and finish it. So, really excited about this. But that's all I've got for you. Sorry it's so dark. I only have 2 working light bulbs in my room, and it's just too dark. But I did want to update you because tomorrow, honestly, I probably won't be able to update you in any lighter light than this, any brighter light than this. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it is 11:45 on Monday, and I just finished The Duke and I by Julia Quinn, and I actually really did end up enjoying this. Yes, the scene is worse in the book. He's drunk and like barely awake, and she yeah, it's not great. There's not much of a conversation about it either. It's very much swept under the rug. She has no conversation with her mother about being like so woefully unprepared for marital duties. And so I did wish more from those, but I knew I wasn't going to get them. But overall, I did enjoy this. Up until that, I was like really, really, really liking this. I was kind of hoping, I was like, maybe it doesn't happen at all. Maybe, and then of course it did, which was a bummer. But overall, really like this. I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It would have been higher if that whole scene did not happen at all. Like definitely closer to like a 5 if that scene hadn't happened. But yeah, still very sketchy. But overall, yeah, really, really liked this. And now I'm going to pick up One Last Stop by Casey Mcquisten tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm also watching Bachelor in Paradise with my best friend. And then Wednesday I have the house all to myself. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I will talk to you all once I've made progress in One Last Stop. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, and I did not update you yesterday, not because I didn't read anything. I actually read a fair amount. My camera was dying, and I didn't think I was gonna get my charger, and I really wanted to film my September TBR. Well, it wasn't dying, but it was at 2 bars, and I really wanted to film my September TBR today. So I didn't film it yesterday, but then my mom ended up coming into town and bringing my camera charger. I did just finish filming my September TBR. I'm really excited about it, but I am also really excited about One Last Stop. I am more than halfway through. I'm on page 229, which means I have 190 pages left, and I'm really enjoying this. I love Jane, our character who's stuck on the train. I actually really like August. I had heard that people didn't, but I liked her, or I'm liking her. I think she is realistic and understandable and really nice, and I just like her. I like all of our supporting characters, who she lives with or like our neighbors with, and I really do like their romance. I think they're cute. I'm not enjoying it as much as Red, White, and Royal Blue, but I am definitely enjoying it. Now, I thought Jane was going to know that she was stuck on the train or the subway, but she didn't. And like they're trying to like figure out why. Now, there is a little bit of like love is fixing everything, but I know because of Becca in the books that that's not the case. Like there is a scientific answer, and like thank God, because at first when I was reading it I was like, why did she think that it was gonna be like that? Like I didn't see it, but then like it got like the romance really kicked in, and I was like, oh, this definitely feels like it's going down the route of romance fixes all. But knowing that it doesn't makes me very happy. But I am just so excited. I'm definitely gonna sit down and read a bunch. I'm gonna maybe read 100 pages and then edit part, if not all, of my September TBR, and then finish this. And then I really want to start, what's it called? Neon Gods, because I did give myself 1 day to read it. Even though I'm like 1 or 2 days ahead, I still want to just like finish it in 1 day so that maybe I can put another book on this week's TBR, like Under the Wood Whispering Door or whatever, because it is, I think, somewhat a romance. But so maybe I'll finish this, edit part or all of my September TBR, and then read as much of Neon Gods as I can before going to sleep, so that I've got like a break in between books. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and another thing that I really like about this is that August is not a pushover. Like, I feel like her mom is obsessed with the disappearance of her brother and like August's uncle, and has been since August was born, and it has been like wearing on her mom, and her mom has like taught August like all these really bad things, like how to pick locks, how to like do all this other stuff that's against law and that she just like used her child to do, which isn't great. And I could see August being like just a total pushover with her mom, like her mom being able to just make her do like whatever she wants, but August doesn't. She's like not into it, she's not putting up with it, and I love that for her, and I'm really enjoying that aspect. Like anytime her mom is brought up, she's just like, oh my god, like my mom wants me to do this, she keeps sending me this stuff, even though she's like, I told her I was done, but she hasn't like helped. You know, she like accepts the pages, but she's not like going out of her way to help, which I really appreciate. But I do hope that we find out like what happened, and I'm like really interested if it's gonna be something similar to Jane. We'll see. I'll talk to you later. Hi everyone. It is 10 and I just finished One Last Stop by Casey Mcquisten, and I really enjoyed this. I thought this was adorable. I really liked Jane and, my god, August's relationship, and I liked both of them a lot as characters. Liked all of our side characters. Really enjoyed this. It didn't blow my mind like Red, White, and Royal Blue, but it was really good. One of my favorite sapphic romances I've ever read. So I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.25 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I liked how there wasn't any like stupid like miscommunication arguments. Like the argument that they had was like valid, and honestly like you could see both sides. It wasn't irrational. It was like honestly a really valid, understandable argument, and it was just so good. Loved it. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Really happy, and I can add Casey Mcquisten to an author that I will read anything of hers, so that's exciting. But it is 10, so I still have some time. I'm going to try and read at least 150 pages. Well, let's shoot for 100. I'm gonna try and read 100 pages of Neon Gods, and I will probably honestly wait to update you until tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe I'll update you tonight. Maybe I should update you tonight because I have the house to myself. We'll see. But either way, I'll talk to you later. Hi guys, it is 10:30 on Thursday and I finished Neon Gods. It was good. I enjoyed it. I really liked Persephone as a main character, and I really liked Hades as our romantic interest. I don't know why, but I didn't like it as much as the Wicked Villain series, and honestly I really like don't know why, because I really liked Persephone and Hades and I liked their relationship. So Not sure why I didn't like it as much as the Wicked Villain series, honestly. The series, like this series, I believe is going to follow Persephone and her 3 siblings. So Demeter has 4 daughters. There's Persephone, Psyche, Eurydice, and Calliope, I think. And each one, I think, is going to have a book, because Psyche's is next, and Eurydice also, like, she had a minor plot line in this one. So really excited about those. I do really love the Greek mythology aspect. I wish there was more. Like, I wish, like, besides the gods and these 4, like, I wish there were more, like, callbacks to different Greek myths, because I think that'd be really fun. But overall, definitely enjoyed it. Really excited for the sequel. I did request an arc from NetGalley of it. I would die if I got one, so I'm kind of hoping, but haven't gotten it yet. Next, I think I'm going to read Under the Whispering Door, because it comes out before When Night Breaks, because now I have like an extra day. So, and I read Where Dreams Descend in one day, so I think I could read When Night Breaks also in one day, like on Sunday, and read Under the Whispering Door tomorrow, and maybe, I mean, who knows, it's Friday, so maybe I'll be able to finish it tomorrow, and then have 2 days for When Night Breaks, and then read Take Me Home Tonight, or Take Me Out Tonight by Morgan Matson on Monday and Tuesday. So that's the plan. But Under the Whispering Door comes out in September, and I think When Night Breaks comes out in October, so I should get to Under the Whispering Door before When Night Breaks. I think both of them have like some sort of romantic plot line, so even though they're not like romances like the past 3 books, I'm still gonna count it as like a romance week, because like there's a romantic plot line involved. But I'm gonna go to bed. That's all I really got to say, is that I finished Neon Gods. I read 160 pages yesterday. I read 80 pages throughout the work day, and then I read the last 120 pages this evening. So really happy about that. I enjoyed it. Katie Roberts still, I really like her writing. I really like her plots and her characters, so I'm really excited to read whatever, you know, all of her books. Next would be Electric Idol, which is Psyche and Eros, who we met. We met him this book, so I think it'll be interesting to see their love story. But I'm gonna go to bed, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Saturday. There's a hummingbird up here. I'm really bummed about it, but here we are. I did not update you yesterday because well, I kind of forgot a little bit, but I also decided to DNF Under the Whispering Door. I think the author's, TJ Klune's writing style just isn't for me. I've DNF'd his book about like superheroes, and now I've DNF'd this one. It's just boring. I'm just sitting there, I'm over 100 pages just being like, okay, when's anything gonna happen? And it's just like, I'm just not interested enough in it. I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the plot. So I did decide to put it down. I did read 22 or 3% of When Night Breaks by Hanela Angelis, and I'm enjoying it. I really wish all books had just like a recap on books past, because like, especially when they're first coming out, I read her first book a year ago. And then even like if all the books are out, it's like, who knows when the person picked up the first book. And it just really annoys me because I just don't totally remember what happened. And while like it's coming back in bits and pieces, if she had just given us like something at the beginning being like, hey, here's what you might forget and here's what's important to know going into this book. I really wish like all books had this, if they're more than book 1 in a series, because I honestly just can't remember a whole lot. But I am enjoying our main character, and I remember like the guy that she's stuck with, I like remember like why she's not trusting him. That's fine. And then our other main character is trying to find out where she is gone, but also like what happened to his sister, who disappeared a year before the happenings of the first book, I believe. And it's going well. I'm enjoying it. It's fine. I'm 20, yeah, like I said, I'm like 22 or 23% of the way through. So maybe, I think over 100 pages in. It was so dead at work yesterday that I was able to just sit down, read a bit of Under the Whispering Door, decide not to finish that, and then read 20-something% of When Night Breaks. So I am planning on reading that today and maybe tomorrow. It is 480 pages. It's a lot longer than I thought it was. So giving myself the whole weekend to read it, I think will be good. I do have a fancy dinner that I'm going to tonight. And then tomorrow my mom and I are going to a nearby city to go to Costco. So I do have things happening, but I do have a couple hours before I have to get ready for dinner. And I'm going to try and dedicate that to reading. I did go on a hike today. I'm really close to a ski mountain, and I took the chairlift up and then hiked down, and I fell and I got some scrapes and bruises. So hopefully I don't bleed through my jeans tonight. Should I show you? I'm gonna show you. Here it is. There's my all scraped up leg. Rip. Yep. Here's the stack of books that my camera goes on. Isn't that fun? But yep, here's my leg, my poor bloody leg. But anyways, what that means is I don't have to go to the gym because I did this hike. My dad is currently golfing, and because the hike only took me about 2 hours from leaving here, getting breakfast, to go, and then hiking, and then getting back here, I think he's probably still right in the thick of it, and he hadn't even started getting ready when I left. So hopefully I still have a lot of time before he gets back to be able to relax and read and just hang out. But I will hopefully, sorry, this hummingbird is flying around, but I will hopefully talk to you before I leave or just after I get back and then I'm going to bed so I can update you on my reading progress. But I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you later. Hi guys, it's 3:45. 3:30, and I am 50% of the way through When Night Breaks. So I have 240 pages left, and it's okay. I'm just not sure what I know one of the major plots, but I don't know. I guess I just don't feel how this book is connected to the first book, at all. They feel like two absolutely, completely opposite plots. That I just don't know how one led into the other, and it might honestly be just I've forgotten, and this is stuff that was alluded to in the first book that I have forgotten. It probably is, but it's going okay. I'm enjoying Callia's point of view, our main female character. I don't really care for the love interest point of view, at all. And then Callia is starting to kind of like this other guy who was really not good in the first book, really abusive, not physically but emotionally. But she's kind of what feels almost like Stockholm Syndrome, but not, because they haven't been around each other that long and he's not her captor. He's our bodyguard for this. And I'm just kind of unless I'm getting those characters mixed up too, and this isn't the guy that we've known for so long in the first book who she escaped. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I can't remember who these people are. Jack, can't remember who he is. Can't remember if he was the guy that she ran away from in the first book or if he came later in the first book, and I just don't remember who it is. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But overall it's going fine. I like the writing. I like Callia and her plot line. I don't really understand the love interest plot line, or if he really even has one. I'm just kind of it doesn't feel like it's really that important at all. Sorry, I keep staring at the hummingbird. I don't know how to get it out. It's not landing anywhere that I can catch it, so, which is a bummer. But anyways, but I'm gonna go. My dad's almost home, so I'm gonna get ready. And then hopefully, once I come home tonight, read more, so I don't have to read all 50% tomorrow. Even though my Kindle is showing I only have an hour and a half left of actual reading time, so I could definitely bang that out tomorrow. But depending on what time we get home, I could bang it out tonight. Because this party starts at 5. And so it can't be going like that late, probably 8 at the latest. So we'll see. And it's bring your own booze. So like I'll bring a bottle of wine and that's all I'll be drinking. So, you know, I won't be getting too drunk because I won't just have like an endless supply of drinks. It will be there will be a limit. So anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm enjoying when night breaks, but just kind of like following along, kind of reading it as if it's like a totally separate plot from the first book, because it kind of feels like it, especially Callia's point of view. But I will talk to you hopefully later, but honestly, probably tomorrow. Hi everyone, it's Sunday, and it is probably like 4 or something. 5:47, wow. A lot later than I thought it was. I just got back from my local, or not local, but my nearby city. We went to Costco. I bought a whole bunch of clothes from Torrid. They all look so cute. I'm so pumped. And I went to Barnes & Noble. I am 67% of the way through when night breaks. I got to 67% before going to the party last night. I'm enjoying it. I still am like not that invested in the guy's point of view and like his story, but I do really like Callia's. But I thought I would show you the 4 books that I bought. They're already in my TBR shelf, so I'll just show them off. Okay, the first book that I got was Queen of the Raiders. It is the sequel to A Queen in Hiding by Sarah Kozloff. I'm really excited. I read the back and I finally realized like what that other main character's like point was. I didn't realize he was like the leader of the guerrillas that she joins up with, but yeah, so really excited about this one. Then I bought The Jasmine Throne, which follows a princess and a maid who I think it's female, I think it's sapphic, and I think they're both kind of teaming up for revenge, but also like trying to save the world for some reason. I remember Reagan from Prue's Project reading this and really enjoying it. I've also seen it everywhere. Okay, so the last book that I got that's on my TBR shelf is The Helm of Midnight by Marina Lostetter. Now, I think I also saw Reagan from Prue's Project haul this, and it is, I think like there's a bunch of murders happening and they find out it's because someone is trying to like bring back a god or a creature or something, and they have to do these murders for that. And then the last book that I got is The Absolute Book by Elizabeth Knox. And this is like about this woman whose parents' house burns down, and she is approached about like this box that like cannot burn, and it's like seen throughout history. So she's trying to either find it or find out how to open it, and it takes her like around the world, but also to like portal worlds. Really excited. It's huge. I'm kind of hoping that this is like a one and done, like awesome standalone that's just like 600 and something pages, maybe even longer, and I just love it. We can hope. But that is it. Those are the books I bought today. But I'm gonna go. I'm going to definitely try and finish When Night Breaks tonight. I should be able to do it. I only have like 160 pages left, so hopefully I can sit down and bang those out at some point. It's Sunday, so I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately, but this vlog is going a couple extra days because it's the end of the month, and I'm reading Take Me Out or Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm gonna read that for 2 days and hopefully finish it. But that's all I've got for you right now, so I guess I'll update you probably when I finish When Night Breaks. Hi guys, it is 10:36 on Sunday and I just finished When Night Breaks. And it was okay. I just honestly don't really see the connection between the first and second books. I feel like the plot went in a totally different direction. I wasn't invested in the romance like at all. It was fine. I liked Callia, but everyone else was pretty average. I just didn't really care. So I am gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars, sadly. I really liked the first book. I feel like I gave it like a 4.25 out of 5 stars, but this one just missed the mark for me. It just missed the mark for me, which is really sad. I'm really bummed about it. But yeah, so 3 out of 5 stars. It was fine, pretty average. Next, I'm going to read Take Me Out Tonight or Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. And I'm gonna start that tomorrow. So I'll talk to you then. Hi guys, it is 6:30 on Monday. and I think I might be changing my TBR. So I didn't start Take Me Home Tonight yet, and I just got an arc of What Once Was Mine, which is the 12th installment in the Twisted Tale series, and it's archived on September 7th. And I don't really want to change my September TBR. I'm really excited for all the books that I'm reading, so I think I'm going to read this now. It's long. It's not a short book. On Goodreads, it shows it's over 500 pages. On the NetGalley Shelf app, it's like in the high 400s. So I gotta get started. I do really want to read it. I'm really excited about it. This is like, so her mother, Rapunzel's mom, is giving the wrong flower, like when she was dying. And so she drinks like this potion, and it actually gives Rapunzel like evil powers. And she breaks out of, and so she's put in this tower to like, protect herself and like everyone around her. And she breaks out of the tower to see like these floating lanterns. And she teams up with Flynn Rider and someone named Gina. So we'll see. But I am excited for this, for sure. It's, you know, it's gonna have some romance. It's a Disney retelling. I'm sure she's gonna get with Flynn. So, you know, it kind of goes with the romance week theme. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that instead, because I really want to get to this before September 7th. I'm a little bummed it took this long for me to get approved for it. Like, I've been waiting for like ever. I also got a different book that it archives on September 7th, but I cared less about that. It's the first book in a new Rick Riordan Presents series. So if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. But I am really excited about What Once Was Mine. So I'm hoping to finish it in the next 2 days. Fingers crossed, because if I don't, then it's not gonna work. But I'll talk to you later. Hi guys, it's 11 and I am 50% of the way through What Once Was Mine. And it's okay. It's fine. I don't understand. I feel like Liz Braswell needs to figure out her tone. Like, some of her books are good and they feel like for a teen audience and they're strong and the plot and the writing and the characters are good. And then some of them just feels like it's really written for like younger viewers or readers. And I just wish like she got the tone right, because I just never know what to expect going into these. And I am not loving it. It's fine. It's like a fun, fast adventure story, but they're not leaving anything up to like surprise. And it's all just like, okay. And Flynn's in it, and then Gina, who I think is supposed to be like a play on Eugene, even though Eugene and Flynn are the same person in the movie, unless it's from like, didn't Tangled get like a TV show? I wonder if she's in the TV show. But it's okay. I don't really have anything else to say. It's pretty average. The romance is definitely gonna be insta love, like no joke, like so insta lovey. But what can you do? But I'm gonna go to bed. It's, yeah, the book's right now shaping up to be probably like a 3.25 out of 5 stars. Nowhere near one of the best of the series. It's pretty weak, honestly, but I'm gonna go to bed and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I just finished What Once Was Mine. It was very average, like below average. It was just like so immature, and Rapunzel was just so ridiculous at times. Like, she came to the very much wrong conclusions multiple times when it was so obvious what was happening. And it was just so average. Like, I couldn't care less about the plot. The insta-love was so serious. There's like a little bit of like a, I wouldn't call it really a plot twist, but like a reveal almost. Like, at the end of the book, that was just kind of, okay, like eye roll worthy. So I think I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I just didn't like it. I'm so bummed. Liz Braswell's really hit or miss for me, honestly. And this was just a big miss. So sad about it, but what can you do? But that means that this week I finished 5 books and DNF'd 1 book. So the first book that I read was Bridgerton, the Duke and I by Julia Quinn, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read One Last Stop by Casey Mcquisten, which I gave a 4.25 out of 5 stars. Then I read Neon Gods by Katie Robert, which I gave a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Then I DNF'd Under the Whispering Door and ended up on Goodreads just giving it like a 3 out of 5 stars. Then I finished When Night Breaks by Janela Angeles, which I gave a 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then I finished What Once Was Mine by Liz Braswell, which I also gave a 3.25 out of 5 stars. The week started off strong and then slowly progressed downwards, but overall I did really enjoy this past week and a couple days of reading. But it is the end of August, which means this is the last reading vlog for August. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.